Hello and welcome back to HBB Strictly Education. So today we are going to dive into a very sensitive topic, a very touchy subject. Most men don't like to talk about it, but women, we do. So what we're going to be talking about is why the rise of erectile dysfunction in younger men. This used to be something that plagued older men back in the day, but today it's happening to more younger men, and it's a subject that is very touchy and nobody really talks about it. And if nobody talks about it, we can't really find out why things are happening the way that they are. So I did some research, and in the research there was a lot of information. And some of the information I was very, very shocked about. Some of it just left me speechless. So I decided to make this video to share with you guys as well. So, um, again, this is going to be a part one and a part two. Let's get started. The rising trend. Erectile dysfunction, or ED, is no longer just an issue for older men. There is a troubling increase in ED among younger populations. From a neuropathic viewpoint, this isn't just about sexual health. It's a symptom of broader imbalances in our modern lifestyle and environment. Environmental factors. We're constantly exposed to endocrine disrupting chemicals in plastics, pesticides, and personal care products. These can interfere with our hormonal imbalances and sexual functions. Additionally, the electromagnetic fields, EMFs, from our devices might be playing a role. While more research is needed, some studies suggest EMFs could affect reproductive health. Wow. Whoa, that's deep. Detoxification protocols and reducing exposure to these harmful substances are often recommended. Simple steps like choosing organic foods, using natural personal care products, and taking regular breaks from electronic devices can make a difference. We've, over the years, heard a lot about the electronic devices, but we've never gotten any clear understanding from all the research that they claim they do. But I believe that we are affected in one way or another with these electronic devices, such as cell phones. National and lifestyle factors. Our modern diet often lacks key nutrients necessary for sexual health. Processed foods, high sugar intake, and lack of whole foods contribute to inflammation and poor circulation, both enemies of healthy erectile function. Chronic stress is another major factor. The pressure of work, finances, and even social media can lead to hormonal imbalances affecting sexual function. So, definitely, when we talk about our nutritional, meaning that the foods that we eat, that in almost every video I have done, our eating habits are key. To every illness, it always incorporates our eating habits. And these same eating habits are affecting our sexual health, not just men, but women also with menopause. So when we go to a grocery store and we're shopping for our foods, when we shop, we should shop on the outside of the store, meaning that the vegetables, the fruit, in the produce section, then your lean meats, and then your dairy products. And then you go into the aisles, but in the aisles is where all the junk is. So when we go in the aisles, we have to be careful of what we're putting in our cart. Processed foods, things with high sugar, especially that high fructose corn syrup, things like that are just not good for us, period. And I always tell people, if you're not going to stop, slow down. So, eat things in moderation. And chronic stress is another factor. everybody today is under some type of stress. I try not to deal with anything that's stressful. But a lot of people do deal with stressful jobs, stressful home life, and we have to learn to minimize the stress in our life. Okay, so these are things that can also affect our sexual function. Our sedentary lifestyles aren't doing us any favors. Lack of physical activity leads to poor circulation and overall health decline. From a neuropathic perspective, the focus on our whole food diet rich in zinc, selenium, and antioxidants, also the emphasis on stress management techniques, regular exercise, and adequate sleep to support overall health and sexual function. So, sedentary is when we do nothing. When if you have a job where you sit down all day, which is not good, you need to get up and move around. When we need to go for walks after dinner, I need to walk after dinner. But when we need to get up and move around as much as we can. And I found with doing these videos that they affect us, our health, in many different ways by not being physically active. So that's one thing that we need to do because that helps circulation. And with erectile dysfunction, you definitely need circulation. Holistic approach to sexual health. Naturopathics view sexual health as a connected to overall physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. This means addressing multiple aspects of a person's life, not just the physical symptoms of ED. They often look at gut health, for instance, as poor digestive functions can impact overall health, including sexual functions. Probiotic and gut health protocols might be a part of a treatment plan. Again, back to what we're putting in our systems. Several factors may be contributing to an increase in erectile dysfunction amongst younger men. So let's go through a few of them. Lifestyle factors: poor diet, lack of exercise leading to obesity, smoking and excessive alcohol consumption, chronic stress and lack of sleep. We talked about this earlier. Psychological issues: anxiety, depression, and other mental health concerns, performance anxiety, relationship problems, excessive pornography use. Some studies suggest frequent porn consumption may desensitize men and contribute to ED. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Continuing the several factors that may be contributing to increased erectile dysfunction in younger men. Number 4 is medical condition: diabetes, cardiovascular issues, and hormonal imbalances. I find that today there are issues that used to plague older people back in the day, like diabetes and high blood pressure, but these things are plaguing the young people now as well. Medication: certain antidepressants and blood pressure medications can affect sexual health. Many more men today are on high blood medications than there were back in the day. Environmental factors: exposures to endocrine disruptors in plastic and other products. This endocrine disruptors comes up a lot in these videos. It came up also in the menopause video. And I want you to understand that when we buy these bottles with the straws, they need to be, I believe it's BPA certified, because if not, these are some of the plastics, I believe, that are affecting our, or I should say, that are hazardous to our health. Increase awareness and reporting. There may be more openness about discussing ED now compared to the past. Yeah, because people want to know what's going on. Natural remedies and techniques. Several natural remedies may help with ED. Herbs like panax, ginseng, yoambime, and maca root have shown promise in improving sexual function. Nutritional supplements like zinc, L-arginine, and omega-3 fatty acids can support overall cardiovascular health and sexual function. Always consult with a healthcare provider before starting any new supplement regimen. Pelvic floor exercises and Kegels can also be beneficial in strengthening the muscles involved in erectile dysfunction. I know what you're saying. I thought women did Kegels or use Kegels, but apparently y'all men got some Kegels somewhere. So I want you to go online, look up pelvic floor exercises or Kegels and see what you can do, because that's usually the muscle. We have to rebuild these muscles, strengthen these muscles, and I don't care where it's at. It's even your vision. You have to strengthen your eye muscles. So I'm not shocked that there's a muscle there that needs to be strengthened as well. Okay, so this is the last video, the last screen for this part of the video. This is part 1. There is 2 parts to this video because there was so much information. And I try to keep these videos short, 1 for the radio show, and 2 because it's just easier for people to watch a short video rather than a long video. So if you want to see the full video, please go to youtube.com/@HBB Strictly Education. Go on YouTube and put it in your YouTube search and it will come up, and look for this video. And like, comment, and subscribe while you're there, please. All right, so I'm going to see you guys in the next video, but I do want you to look for the second video because there is some mind-blowing information in there, which is why I brought this video to you, and you must see that when it comes to marijuana. Talk to you guys in the next video.